Dude, I gotta tell you about this wild thing that happened right here in our neighborhood the other day. Like, it totally caught me off guard.
Oh man, now you've got me hooked. What happened? Did someone break into the cookie jar or did the local squirrels stage a rebellion or something?
Ha! Not quite squirrels, but close on the accidental chaos scale. So picture this. I'm out for a casual walk, one of those perfect days, kids everywhere outside, riding bikes, laughing, just being kids.
Aw, classic summer vibes. So peaceful until...
Yeah, until this one kid on a bike was cruising, right? And suddenly another kid just darts right in front of him like out of nowhere. The biker swerves, loses control, hits the curb hard, crashes big time.
Whoa, that sounds nasty. Did the kid get hurt bad?
Yeah, he went down hard, hit the ground, then his head smacked concrete and this light pole. Dude was knocked out for a sec, just lying there all stunned.
Yikes. Man, that's the worst. What'd the other kids do? Freak out?
That's the wild part. Some of them actually started laughing. Not like mean laughter, just kids being kids, not realizing how bad it was. The kid gets up super shaky, stands for a bit, shakes his head like nah, and tries to catch his bike.
Wait, some kids laughed at that? Brutal but kind of realistic. I mean, kids don't always get the gravity of stuff.
Exactly, and then I walked over and asked, "Hey man, are you okay?" And dude, the whole vibe changed immediately. The other kids got quiet, started drifting off like someone turned off the volume.
Haha, classic. Kids be tricky when adults step in. Did one of them say something like, don't talk to him, he's a weirdo?
Close, one kid actually said, "Don't talk to him, you don't know him." Like, what? But my focus was totally on the kid who fell. I got down to his level and asked again, "Are you hurt? Really okay?"
That's solid, man, not just brushing it off. So what'd he say?
He first said he was fine, but looked kind of embarrassed. Nobody wants to admit they got wrecked in front of their friends. Then he put his hand on his head and said, "My head hurts."
Dude, classic, I'm fine, but I'm not move. So you thought he might be seriously hurt then?
Yeah, bells were ringing, so I asked where he lived and offered to walk him home so his mom could check his head out. He was cool with it, like a few houses down.
Okay, you're being like a hero neighbor or something. But man, I bet things got weird with the other kids, right?
Oh man, totally. Just as we start walking, another kid yells, "He's trying to take Mark," and bolts off running to a house.
No way. So now you look like the bad guy? Like neighborhood superhero turned villain?
Exactly. Imagine that moment you're just helping a kid, but someone else sees it like an abduction or some dark stuff.
That's rough, bro. Did the kid's mom freak out when you got there?
Dude, as soon as she opens the door, she shouts, "Put him down now!" I'm like, alright, cool. I set him down and quickly explained the whole thing. How he crashed, hurt his head, and I just wanted to make sure he got to her safe.
I hope she chilled out after you explained.
She did. The kid backed me up too, telling her he fell and his head hurt. She switched gears, thanked me, took him inside.
Nice. At least some people get it. But wait, didn't the neighbors make it worse?
Yeah, as I'm walking away, I notice neighbors staring like I'm some kind of creep. One even yells, "I called the police!"
Oh man, the classic jump to conclusions neighbors. Did the cops actually show up?
Yeah, right before I got to my place, a police car rolls up. The officer stops me, asks if I'm from around here, what happened. I just calmly laid out the whole story, step by step.
I bet that was awkward, but good you kept it chill. How'd the officer take it?
He was cool about it, said he'd follow up with the parents and might get back to me if needed. Then let me go.
Man, that's kind of reassuring at least. But I bet you were thinking a lot after that day.
Oh, for sure. I kept wondering, am I a good neighbor? Or did people see me as crossing a line?
That's such a tricky thing nowadays, right? Like, do you help or keep your distance so you don't get labeled a weirdo or worse?
Exactly. On one hand, I felt like I did what anyone would hope someone would do for their kid. Step in, help, make sure they're safe.
Yeah, that's like basic decency, bro.
But on the flip side, I get the other neighbors too. They don't know the full picture and just see a grown dude carrying a kid around the block. Their instinct is to protect, maybe overreact.
So what's the answer? Do we just not help and stay out of it or what?
I don't think it's black and white. Honestly, we kind of need both. People who act with compassion in the moment and folks who stay alert, protective, and speak up if something's off.
That makes sense, like having a neighborhood with both the heroes and the watchdogs.
Yep, but a big piece is understanding. We gotta slow down before jumping to conclusions or assuming the worst about each other.
For sure, man. It sucks if every kind act is seen as suspicious. That would make people freeze up instead of helping.
Right, if we get too scared of being misunderstood, no one helps at all, and that's bad for everyone.
Dude, you gotta tell me, has this changed how you see the neighbors now? Like more wary or hopeful?
Definitely more thoughtful. I get why people react how they do, but also really hope we find a way to balance caution with kindness.
Man, this whole story could be like a real talk episode for neighborhood dynamics. Maybe even tie in some crazy stories about misunderstandings, you know?
Oh, I am so down for that. We could dive into how social media or news hype shapes these quick judgments too.
Bro, sign me up. But for now, thanks for sharing that. It's a solid reminder that being a good neighbor ain't always easy or clear cut.
Absolutely. It's messy but important. And hey, next time we see some drama on our street, maybe we're both a little quicker to listen and slower to panic.
Amen to that. All right, man, I'm pumped for the next chat. Don't leave me hanging with cliffhangers next time.
Never, dude. We'll keep it real and keep it rolling. Cool?
Cool. Catch you later, neighbor bro.
Later.